Morning guys, welcome to the channel, OGA Outdoors. You can see behind me this big hickory tree and all this brush. I mentioned in our previous video I was paid to remove this tree. I was kind of torn what I wanted to do, if I wanted to bring the tractor down here with the wood chipper, but I don't know what's buried here in the backyard where the septic tank is or anything, and it's kind of a mess, so it'd be steep. I was wanting to maybe haul some of this wood out with the tractor, and I don't know, that would be kind of iffy, I think. So I got me a fire going, I'm gonna burn this brush. Probably just buck this up into rounds and get it out of here. Like I usually do, I'm just making this up as I go. But we'll get to this and see what we can get done today. I don't think I'm gonna get any of the wood out of here today. Hopefully just get the brush burned up. Well, I think I've got about half of it, or at least I hope maybe more than half. Hope this was the brushier side. I still got the other side to do. I don't know, this tree was standing here and it looked like, yeah, somebody drop it and I just get rid of the brush and take the wood. Real easy. I don't know, do y'all sometimes second guess your decisions? It's just a little warm out here. That fire is really hot. Hopefully we get this thing, the rest of it cleaned up, and probably not gonna get into the firewood today. I'm just gonna run out of time because driving the bus now is kind of, you know, I'm really cut short on my time. So get this finished up and hopefully get the fire died down, and we'll get on out of here. Well, it's never a dull moment. I was piling brush on the fire and I heard my chainsaw kind of go, whoa, whoa. And it magically, if y'all can see that, it vibrated off the hill into the lake. You know, everything was under except for maybe just a piece of the handle. That's a first, hopefully a last. I guess I'll let it dry out, or should I just try to go ahead and start it? We'll probably let it dry out. Okay, I lied. I pulled the rope once and it fired, but it went dead. I believe it'll cut. I probably wouldn't have started it up. It could have been one of my good saws, but this thing's been through the ringer. It doesn't run real well anyway, so. Okay, so it's a couple days later. I'm finally back. We clouded up here. We've had some rain this morning. It rained about, I don't know, between a quarter and a half an inch. That's the first measurable rain I've had around here in gosh, a month probably. Maybe it'll clear up some of this dust. I don't know if it'll cause a problem getting out of here. Maybe a little slick, but I didn't want to bring the trailer down here because it's kind of steep getting out of here, and I didn't want to bring the log splitter if I don't have to. I'm trying to keep this simple as possible. So I'm gonna get to cutting and see what I can get loaded up here on the upper end, the small stuff, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with the bigger stuff. I can get it on the trailer. We'll just have to see how that works out as we go. Well, everything was going well, and then we find this. We've got hollow, rotten, and we got ants. Hopefully it won't last the whole trunk. We'll see. So I guess you win some and you lose some. It's not a total loss because there was a few pieces that had the ants, and it seems like the ants have kind of just played out and it's just hollow. It's clean. It's good and dry for the most part. You can see this piece here. It's toward the base of the tree, near the ground. It's still good and solid. I cut a couple pieces there, and it was getting pretty soft in the middle. So I'm hoping I'll work through that just a few rounds. I'm down here getting closer to the base, and what happened was he was going to have work on his boathouse, is what he told me. Well, it looks like they pretty much just tore his boathouse down. There's concrete blocks and everything strewn here and there, and they hauled off a bunch. But this tree was in the way of that demolition, so they cut it down. So I'm gonna have to be careful these last few cuts down there. There's a lot of concrete and stuff. So hopefully I get this cut, the tree will get better, and then we can get some loaded up and get out of here. Well, you can see this round back here. That's the one that's got the hinge. That was the base of the tree where what they cut. So I got the biggest one in here, so I guess I can load the rest and just roll them up on top of another round and get them in here. I'll finish up this load, and I'm probably gonna have enough for maybe another half a load. I'm not for sure. But it was fun working up that end of it down there. It had a shepherd's hook. Somebody, you know, hooked it on the tree for a flower or something. Of course, I needed to roll the little bit of the log left. I couldn't roll it for that, and I was cutting on wet concrete with wet leaves on it, trying to keep from stepping in the lake. That's where my saw fell in the lake the other day, vibrated off that concrete. That's shame on me. I'm having to go up the hill in reverse because this hickory is slick and wet. It'll slide out of the Ranger, so I go backwards and keeps that from sliding out. At least the back row on top would anyway. But we're getting there, and it's gonna be some good wood. There's only about 4 or 5 rounds that's, you know, really wet and rotten in the. It's not really rotten. I don't know what. Just the core is bad. It's more like it's muddy where it was hauled out, and the squirrels and stuff have stuck leaves and stuff in there over the years. Because you can see some of these rounds are just. It's not even wet in there. It's just the middle's gone, but still good wood. I think it's a pretty good score. You know, like I said, I got paid for this one and got the hickory too, so I'd have probably done it. I don't know. When I first saw the tree, you know, I thought, yeah, just gonna lay the tree down, but I didn't realize it was gonna have concrete blocks and everything tore up all around it. But that made it a little more challenging, but we got it done, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you like my videos and haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I appreciate you watching. I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Thanks.